course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Rebellion.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Revelio.
I don't find potions very.
Revelio.
I wish you didn't have to use a dagger in potions. I'm not the least bit comfortable with it.
Я могу любую точку перемещаться. Я думаю, обязательно к всем подходить. Но нет. Окей. Ну, как в Ведьмаке нужно добежать до точки, чтобы от нее, с нее телепортироваться. Но нет. С любой точки, похоже, можно.
Revelio.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I don't believe we've
I'm
met.
Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind, but I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Revelio.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Угорайте искать здесь.
He said I had a complexion like a hippocampus egg.
Оставили высокие настройки, так не лагало. Странно.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Revelio.
potion idea that I took right down.
Revelio. Protego. Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Well, I woke up for once.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Где ее вставим на SSD-шник? Опять перчатки. Помните им другой выбрать.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did?
Правда? Как тебе
How?
удалось?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
I haven't been feeling myself at all.
dear. I shall get in trouble for this.
Is
oh,
everything
hello.
right?
Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go. Revelio. Accio! This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Сегодня был хороший день, пока Гаррет не опрокинул свои дурацкое зелье в глаза. Он так долго настаивал, пришлось вылететь и все хотел начать заново. Он просто невыносим, думает, что ему нет рано для варенья. Постоянно срывает руку профессора Шарпа своими экспериментами. Так он говорит, точно, если бы Гаррет не было, меня не произвели, его бы исключили из школы. Или на ужин снова. Вообще, Люба, она даже начинает не нравиться, хотя не слова пирог, все равно с ним.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Accio. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos.
Protego!
Revelio. Lumos.
Myself.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Конечно, смотрится, да. Так, у нас еще есть что-нибудь?
Revelio.
Что с тобой происходит, да? Ну, ты так лагает. Ладно, с той стороны.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Revelio.
If Hogwarts survives the reign of this
Lumos.
headmaster, I think we
Accio.
half in charge.
Revelio.
Might as well be surrounded by...
Accio. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Revelio.
on another adventure, are we?
Is that all you've got? Bombard!
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. This should be easy. Protego. Complicates things. Levioso. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick.
Don't call my students with a step. But I do join you.
Levioso.
Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your
Revelio.
guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio.
Lumos.
Revelio.
Travel broadens the mind.
Lumos.
Accio. Revelio.